there. So today I'm playing with a new stamp set that is also going to come out in the catalog, the new catalog starting next month on May the 4th. This one's called Elegantly Said, and I like it because it's great for, you can use weddings, anniversaries, birthdays, and I love all the different sentiments that you have on here. Thank you, for you, happy anniversary, wishing you a wonderful birthday. All the things you do are simply amazing. Life has changed for you, but my love and support never will. That I thought would be great for anybody that you know who's had a life change. They've gotten a divorce or someone had passed. So it makes a really nice sentiment of support. And of course, this one here for weddings. True love stories last forever. And the card we're going to make is this here. So it uses Poppy Parade, and this little middle band is Sahara Sand. We're going to emboss the greeting in white. And this image here, I'm going to show you how to use the spritzer to add water to the rubber after you've inked it to create this look. Okay, let's get to it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is our first layer here, which is basic white, measuring 5 by 3 3/4. And we are going to stamp this stamp here, which is like a flourish. My block is so dirty, I gotta clean that. In Sahara Sand ink. And you want it to be not so dark on your layer. So what I do is I'll stamp off first, and then go ahead and stamp on my actual card layer here. And we're going to do the same for the top and bottom images. So stamp off first. And then the same for the bottom. Okay, there's your first layer. This here. This flower, we're going to use this image here. And I'm going to use a technique where we're going to ink right onto the red rubber. And then we're going to spritz it with a little bit of water. So we are going to use Poppy Parade. So you're just going to see all the flowers are on the top right there. So I'm just going to go ahead and tap the ink pad on the top part of the stamp where all the flowers are. There's going to be some mixing up of ink here, but that's part of the look. And then on the bottom, this part where the stem and leaves are, oops, don't do that. You're going to go ahead and ink up with, this is, oh, wrong color of ink. I used Sahara Sand, but all I'll do is wipe it off with my fingers and then go ahead and ink up with Pear Pizzazz. And then take your Stampin' Up! Spritzer, and then just from afar, just a quick spritz. The Stampin' Up! Spritzers spray such an even spray of water, which is why I love them. Just very, very quickly spritz it. And then stamp onto your cardstock. And you get this kind of watery watercolor look. So now we're going to cut that. Right, so the next step, we've got our card base, we've got our flower. So now we want to do this. This is a piece of Sahara sand cardstock, and we're gonna go ahead and stamp that with, let's do thank you for change. We're gonna stamp it in white pigment ink. Make sure you've got a good amount of ink on there. So go ahead and stamp it on your piece of white, sorry, there you go. Thank you. On your piece of Sahara sand, I mean. And this is my white embossing powder. I keep it in a box, so it's easier for me to just use my actual cardstock that I've just stamped as a scoop. And then I just tap, tap, tap. And all I have is the actual white embossing powder on my stamped image. So now we're going to go ahead and emboss it with your heat gun. I hope you can see that. It's nighttime now and I don't have the natural light, so I'm just relying on my lamps. There you go, all nice and embossed. And we're gonna put the card together now. Okay, let's assemble our card. This is Poppy Parade 8.5 by 11 cut into 2 and then folded to make your card base. This is my first layer, which we've already stamped. Let's go ahead and use our Stampin' Seal. Go ahead and glue that onto your Poppy Parade base card. And then of course the thank you sentiment band goes in the middle like that. It's a very simple card, but it sure looks pretty in person. So there's your middle greeting in the middle with the Sahara sand band. This is our image that we did earlier, which we're just going to go ahead and glue onto there using our mono adhesive. Like so. And then the last step is I put some pearls here that I've gone ahead and used the Stampin' Blends in Poppy Parade to just add a little bit of color. So I colored in one of the larger pearls and one of the smaller pearls, because the other pearl is just going to be white. Okay, so using your take your pick tool, which I love, go ahead and take your pearl out of your, this has got adhesive on it already, so just go ahead and pick it up. Oops, and don't drop it like I did. Press it down, and then the other colored pearl, go ahead and pick it up. And I had that down here. And then one pearl that I didn't color, I just left it the pearly white color that it is, goes right there. And there you have your card. Now I did make some other ones, so let me grab those. Don't go away, because I made several more to share with you. I'm going to show you the other cards that I made. This is the one that we just made, and this is the one that I made yesterday. So same idea, except this is a wider Sahara sand band for the greeting. But it's the same layout. And then the other one I made is this, which is the same idea for stamping with the ink and then spritzing, but I use Calypso Coral. And in this one I use Poppy Parade. And the colors I used for this card are Soft Suede for the belly band, or not the band, Pear Pizzazz, and Crumb Cake for my card base. And I use some of our linen thread to wrap around. But same idea. I also embossed in white. And in this one here, I'm going to be doing a tutorial for this card because it's a double gatefold card. So kind of opens up like that. And it says thank you. And just a flower, same idea. Use your ink pads and then spritz with water. I use Coastal Cabana for this one. And I will be doing a tutorial for this sometime this week because this particular die cut is retiring, so you won't be able to buy it anymore. And this is what it looks like. I'm so sad it's retiring because I use it all the time. However, because it's retiring, I will not be needing this die set anymore. So I do have incentive. If you host a party in the first 2 weeks in May, I will give you this for free as the host if your party qualifies, which is at least $250 in sales, which is very easy to do. And I also wanted to show you one last time the stamp set that I use, which also comes with a matching punch. It's a beautiful punch. So the next tutorials coming up will be how to do this double gatefold card with samples. And I'll also be showing you different ways to use this stamp. That's it, folks. Hope you enjoyed the rest of your day. If you're watching this in the morning, and if you're watching this in the evening, I hope you had a lovely day. Thanks for watching, everyone.